Around the world there are people who are desiring to be caring for orphans and fatherless. God's Word makes it very clear that those who are in covenant with God the Father need to be involved in caring for the poor, for the fatherless and the orphan. It's out of that understanding that we care for the fatherless.
NHICF was birthed out of what we believe was God stirring us to go on. We sensed God was leading us to share what experience we had had with people that needed to do this ministry, so that we could build a partnership, we could equip partners in this ministry. Not necessarily us starting other children's centers, but helping people who could do it. So it came out of that yearning to see the work of reaching those unreached fatherless and multiplying the fatherhood of God to those fatherless.
In our 18 years of experience in caring for the fatherless, we've learned a lot of things that we want to be able to pass on to people to help them become more successful much more quickly without having to go through all the trial and error that we have gone through over the last 18 years.
The mission of the New Hope Institute of Child Care and Family is to train and equip men and women of God who will effectively and faithfully bring the fatherhood of God to the fatherless children of the world, to the glory of God, and to the joy of His people.
New Hope Institute of Child Care and Family has a 5-month training program where we take people, some of our own staff or people from other organizations or people who are just interested in being involved in bringing the fatherhood of God to the fatherless, and we train them in how to do that.
The heart behind the Institute isn't just to give people head knowledge of child care and family. We believe that to effectively minister to children, you have to learn more than how to minister to the children. You actually have to deal with the heart of the minister themselves, of the one that's giving to the children.
That's all what the Institute of Child Care is about. Helping people to open their hearts to God, to allow Him to work in their hearts before they can look at the hearts of orphans.
It really is preparation of the whole vessel, not just what the vessel should contain in order to be successful, but preparing the vessel itself so that these people can be very effective in bringing the fatherhood of God to the fatherless. The Institute is located on the site of the Kasana Children's Center so that we have the ability to have a practical demonstration to the students of how these principles can be lived out and carried out.
The classroom of NHICF isn't found in the building. It's actually found at New Hope, Uganda. If you look around this place, this is the classroom. Yes, learning takes place in the classroom. In fact, if you attend here, you'll sit in class for over 400 hours of very in-depth yet practical teaching. But the classroom is the family groups. The classroom is all of the ministries around New Hope, Uganda. That is the New Hope Institute of Child Care and Family.
To become more involved in the ministry with the New Hope Institute of Child Care and Family, you can do several things. You can pray. Please pray for our children and for the country of Uganda. You can give. You can fund a scholarship, or you can give to the daily needs of the ministry. And you can come. Come and join us in bringing the fatherhood of God to the fatherless children of this world.